Box to box overlap, and Ireland have just demolished Tonga 59-16. I was talking this game up for it to end like this. I'm quite exhausted. I would have slept, but you don't miss rugby when rugby's on, right? So yeah, let's talk about Ireland. They looked good, man. Like we saw Wales earlier. People who are seeking that quarterfinal spot and possibly go further, we've seen Ireland now do the job, right? Wales started a bit in the first half against a team that's not even that highly ranked, doesn't have players like Tonga who have won the World Cup before, the likes of Malakai Fekitoa, Charles Piutau, highest paid player in the world, For them to be demolished like this, Ireland is clinical. And let's just get this out of the way. Congratulations to Jonny Sexton for breaking the Irish record for most points scored. He passes Ronan O'Gara, who had, I think, 1,083. And Sexton just cleared 1,090, if I'm not wrong. Something like that. And yeah, happy for the guy. Like, he's been a great servant for Irish rugby for many years. Put his body on the line for, all these years. And just Ireland in general, they look so good, man. Like one thing I've picked out about them is, regardless of the competition, they're not dropping down to the level of the competition. Apart from when they're going into racks, they go low. Like these people, like the level at which they go into contact is so low. And then there's this thing they do. They basically call it it's an aerial clearance, right? Like the way they clear players off their rack, like their own ball. Before the player even gets to the ground, whoever is supporting the ball carrier is already on him and clearing. That way they're getting quick ball. And that quick ball just killed Tonga. Because, okay, one thing Tonga would have done is obviously increase the line speed, yeah? But Sexton is so good at doing that high ball. And I think also Tonga kind of respected or over-respected their... Well, it's respected. You need to respect it. You can't over-respect it because either way it'll kill you. Ireland's ability to have variety in their attacks. Like when the main ball carrier has the ball and there's two guys on either side, one thing they kept on doing is having someone like Bundee Aki right behind them. And if the ball carrier decides to do an unders ball and gives it to Bundee Aki can then take the wide ball or go straight, because he doesn't know how to run any other way apart from straight. I think that's one trait you need to see in a 12. Get the 12 who knows the most direct line to the try line. The most clear path to the try line. That's the 12 you want. And he does... Bundee Aki was impressive today as well. Again, man of the match, second game in a row. He does this thing where he always starts wide. Like, he starts wide. Like, let's say Jonny Sexton gets the ball. He starts wide, cuts in. By the time the ball is coming, he's already straightened his run, right? So he varies his angles of attack towards the gain line. But once he gets to the gain line, he's running straight. Something he's perfected over the years. His first try was basically like that, like literally a short ball. The guy came from so far. Second try as well. It was at the try line, but it was again a short ball, right? Bundee Aki was really good. Man of the match performance, second game running. He now has 4 tries in this Rugby World Cup. So happy that I drafted him into my fantasy. Gave me a solid 82 points. I was about to captain him. I don't know what happened, but yeah, we'll take the 82 points. Another thing I'll say about the Irish team is they face South Africa next, and they're going to cause so many problems for the South Africans. I am very curious to see how South Africa adjusts and tries to solve these problems. South Africa causes problems for you as well. So Ireland also have to adjust, So that game next Sunday is one that is going to be... That's a must watch, guys. That's the one. That's the game. That's probably the game of... I know I said this about Australia and Fiji. So let's watch Australia and Fiji first. But that was game of the round. But game of the group stage might have been... It was between France, New Zealand, and this one. South Africa versus Ireland. So... and then a few things about Tonga. Like, the line speed thing. I thought they could have come off the line a bit faster. They were a bit tentative. I feel like they were in the game up until the mistake, the high ball that was dropped forward. I can't remember who it was. It was either, it wasn't Piutau. It was, I think it was Solomon Ekata or Taumepeo. I can't remember, one of the two, the wingers. And literally that mistake led to the Irish getting field position and get scoring, And it's like once the first try entered, the floodgates opened. So some of the things they need to work on. Also, there's so many guys who are new in this squad, coming and trying to play together. I thought Fekitoa was okay, like nothing amazing. Solomon Ekata played quite well. Havili, his kicking was really good, especially at goal, and he has shown that he has distance as well. Then Vaya Fifita scored the try. At some point, we thought that he was going to go off. Like, that guy he got injured, stayed on the ground, and we were like, this guy is gone. Then he wakes up, stretches a bit. They say it's a knee injury. The guy runs once or twice. Again, he goes down. The medical team comes to the field. After that, the guy was fit and even scored the try, like Tonga's only try in the game. So, yeah, I think those strong performances from Fifita, from Sam Lausi and Tamifuna as well, who was captain on the day, actually played 60 minutes. But I think, moving forward, there's just a few things they need to work on. They need to be a bit more on the front foot. I feel like at times they were a bit tentative and let the Irish come at them. Once you let the Irish dominate the gain line, like that's it. Like it's going to be a long night for you. So, I mean, a few interesting stats already. If you have 565 meters for Ireland to Tonga's to 60, that's it's too much. Like, that's almost double. Well, 127 runs to 88, and then on top of that, a 75% tackle rate, having made 158 tackles and missed 33. Yeah, that's putting a lot of pressure on your defense. So yeah, next game they play Scotland. Then after that they play South Africa. So they have this is the first of 3 very intense games for them. Again, teams like Tonga have always asked for tough games. Like, I mean, you need to raise your level. At the World Cup, yes, you're going to get tough games, but outside the World Cup, they also would like to play these tier 1 nations. So let's see how they hold up in these next 2 games. And then obviously the third game is against who is it against? Romania. So yeah, that's that. Ireland beat Tonga 59-16, and we wait for Australia, Fiji tomorrow, and South Africa also in this group play tomorrow. Peace.